Hey everybody, it's Lizzy here. How are you? I just had an interesting experience and I thought, you know what? Let me talk about this experience. I thought, why not? Now, it reminded me of IT. And I've been in IT for many, many years, and I started in IT in my 20s, okay? So I was in my 20s when I got into IT, and I got into IT with doing first line, second line, third line support. So back in the days when, as a female, when you were in IT, you still had to wear a skirt suit. However, all the guys got to wear jeans. I was in IT in that era. So I would be climbing under the desks, right? And under the desks, I'd be plugging in machines and taking down printers and putting things online and all of that kind of stuff. And at the time, I didn't think anything of it. I just thought it was me paying my dues to be in the industry. But you know what? It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair for me as a female to be treated any less than a guy, or to be treated differently. It really wasn't right. But at the time, it was such a norm. There was nothing in me that said I shouldn't allow that to happen. You know, I think about the many times, the inappropriate touches. You know, when you go back and you think in your career of people's hand being a little bit too far down your back as they push you on, or them leaning forward and touching your knee, or and that hand going a little further up than the knee to like the thigh and giving you a pat, like you were some kind of feline pet of some type. It wasn't acceptable, but it was accepted. Do you see that difference? It's so easy today to allow things that are unacceptable to be something you accept. And I believe the Me Too movement that is just growing today is saying to every woman, you don't have to accept the unacceptable. You can say no, you can reject it. You have power in you to say no to the unacceptable. You do not have to accept it. You know, back then, I didn't realize it was something that I was accepting because I had a bias created by the industry I was in, women I was around, and listening to them about what you have to go through and accept as a woman. And I just thought, oh, well, it's what we accept. But we accept that to be here. We accept that to have our seat at the table so we can have our voice heard, so we can have our skills seen. No. And today I had an experience where normally something unacceptable, because of my personality type, and I'm kind of, you guys can tell, I'm not kind of open, oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. Oh, you know, I am that type of person. And today I almost accepted something that was unacceptable. And then something inside me said, no, don't. You don't have to do that. And so I said, no, I'm not happy with this. I don't feel comfortable about this, so I'm not going to do it. And you know, there's a whole room of people who just assumed, oh, she'll be fine, she'll just go with it. Oh, don't worry, Lizzy will do it. And Lizzy today said no. And it was such an empowering feeling. And I'm not going to tell you I wasn't frightened about it. And I'm not going to tell you either that just for that minute I'm thinking, you know, just go with it. Oh, why make a big stink about it? But no, I made a decision today to not accept something that was unacceptable. So I want to say to you women everywhere, men too, guys, ladies, we have something amazing. It's called choice. And we can choose to use our skeleton key of choice. Yeah, I call choice a skeleton key. Because at any point you make a choice to not do something, you know what? You can get out of that situation because you said no. So, no is not a bad word when you are protecting the beauty that is you and the gift of your talents, your abilities, your experience. Those are commodities that we must treasure. And if we don't respect them, nobody else will. And people will use them to their own advantages because they see the worth in it. But sometimes we don't see the worth in ourselves, because sometimes something that comes so natural to you, that is just, oh, it's easy, you don't even think about it. To other people, that's a lot of work. They've got to work hard to do that and make those things happen. So don't take your gifts for granted, okay? And don't accept the unacceptable. You don't have to accept it anymore. You can say no. Okay? All right, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Just remember, no can be sometimes the most empowering move and thing you ever do or ever say. Take care. Bye-bye.